Good morning. It's your gourmet cave woman. So this morning I'm going to make a cream of celery soup, but it's going to be a raw cream of celery soup. So let me introduce you to the ingredients that I am going to be using. And as I always tell you, you can be creative, you can change anything you want to suit your taste buds. This is just a recipe that you can adjust, and it's just to guide you and to give you an idea of what is really possible. So here we are. I'm going to be making celery and cucumber juice, and I've got some wonderful sunflower sprouts, some broccoli sprouts, coconut water. I've got my wonderful coconut kefir. I've got lemon, avocado, apple, some ginger, and I've got some miso, some turmeric, and some wonderful greens, Ontario baby greens, field greens. And I have parsley and cilantro and my all-time favorite young Thai coconut meat. So let me get back to you in a moment. Okay, I'm back. So I've done all the juicing. You do have the option of putting everything into a blender without juicing it, but I personally prefer not to because I'm using this NutriBullet RX, which is actually not really a great machine. The container is not that big, and it's also actually starting to leak. Of course, it's made in China, and it is really the worst blender I've ever owned, so I'm just using it until I get a new blender, and I'm looking at a couple of models and maybe even another Vitamix. We had one, but it kind of deceased, and if you don't have a warranty, they don't fix it. So there are different ways that you can do it, but for me, I basically juiced celery, cucumber, apple, and I also juiced parsley, cilantro, and I've juiced some turmeric, some ginger. So there's a lot of stuff in here, including the coconut jelly, and I'm also going to add these wonderful field greens. And I'm also adding these wonderful sunflower sprouts. I mean, this is a very, very nutritious meal. And once you eat one of these, you really won't have to eat much else for 4 to 5 hours. And I like to serve my raw soups with manna bread, which you can get at health food stores. Whole Foods in the US, I haven't seen it there. I know here in Toronto it doesn't carry it, Whole Foods, but you can get it at the Big Carrot. But manna bread, if you can go online and Google and see where you can get it. It's a wonderful sprouted bread that hasn't really been baked in high heat. And then I'm going to add an avocado, some olive oil, and to top it all off, a dollop of this wonderful, made in Ontario by this very committed woman, organic coconut milk kefir. So I'll be back with you in a moment. Well, here is another masterpiece. Just look at this wonderful green color. It's loaded with chlorophyll. So much goodness, so much nutrition. Everything is raw, living enzymes. I mean, everything that the body needs. And as a piece de resistance, the icing on the cake, this will also detoxify your body. And you can actually use a soup like this if you decide to do a fast with juices, the soup, and back and forth throughout the day, and you'd be amazed. Even if you just do one day, once a week, you would be amazed how much your liver will appreciate it, your pancreas, your kidneys, and your large intestine. You will have wonderful bowel movements. I mean, it's just a very, very healthy medicinal raw soup. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in a bowl with a dollop of my very favorite coconut milk kefir, an Ontario product, and I'll get back to you in a moment. Okay, I'm back. So I've got my dollop of coconut kefir, and I decided to just sprinkle a little bit of this tamari sauce. It's gluten free because sometimes it's nice to have a little bit of a very delicate kind of salty kind of flavor. So that's what I did for myself. But as I said before, you can be creative and do whatever you feel like doing, whatever your taste buds are asking for. Be creative, step out of the box. There's nothing that is not good to do. Everything is raw, and this is going to be just unbelievable. It's going to be my lunch, and I may even have one for dinner. I've been, doing my intermittent fasting. And so when I do one in the evening, I probably really won't be hungry anymore. So in a way, I'm kind of doing a mini fast. I mean, I'm allowing my organs to rest because cooked food really taxes the digestive system when you do it all the time. So this is a nice little break. So I would really appreciate if you continue to support my channel. Press the like button and the subscribe button. And this recipe, of course, will be in my book, which is hopefully going to be out on the World Wide Web by no later than mid-April. The Stream of Life. So thank you very much, and I'll be back with you in a few days. Bye-bye.